Yeah, it limits. I was saying in my other joint, what got cut off, this part two. You know what I'm saying? Well, it petitions. The Bill of Rights protects the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, and the freedom to assemble, and the freedom to petition. You know what I'm saying? It prohibits unreasonable search and seizure, cruel and unusual punishment, and impels self that will and also it protects from impelled self-incrimination. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at what is going on around us based on the stuff that they think that they can do to us, that we must not say anything at all. We must have no say, no matter what the procedure is or what it is. Now, I could understand a lot of things that went on based on a certain field. Not going to call that, because sometimes they want to take your joint down as soon as you say something. You know what I'm saying? But I see where, you speak about a certain thing and that is unusual. And it needs to be investigated. That is unusual. For them to put it in this category based on what they say this happened and that happened. And then when you say this and say that, or say, I'm not with that, you get criminalized. Remind me what happened with Bush during the Iraq, when he started that war. Talking to him and Tony Blair and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Then started calling people unpatriotic. I wish that came in my face with that after my uncles died on battlefields or died in any type of war. I don't give a damn if it was in the mess hall. You know what I'm saying? He went over there. He went to it. Did the work for the criminals. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Even in New York Times versus Sullivan 1964, a landmark, United States Supreme Court decision upholding the First Amendment and the freedom of speech to protect, protection, limited to the ability of the public officials, to sue for a defamation. We explained this before. Now, what they are talking about based on the defamation is the same thing that's going on here today. You dig? You see what I'm saying? I need to sue them on this here and on the Privacy Act of other things, because you are basing the fact that I'm violating the World Health Organization. You're saying I'm violating this and I'm violating that, but those people have been violating black people for thousands of years. And now want to do it to the world. You see what I'm saying? The case emerged out of a dispute over full-page advertisement, like I'm doing now. A full-page advertisement at the time, that was the only way for a lot of the information to get out. Lucky thing Time and New York Times was sensible enough. I don't know why. It could be due to a lot of, I'm not going to speak on that, but I could tell you why. But it was good for them to put it out there on the fact of the support of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., even though he has his crosses that he's bearing. You know what I'm saying? Bless the man, let him rest and be free. You know what I'm saying? Because he should not have been assassinated at all. Just for talking. That didn't make no sense. So he must have been one powerful dude. You know what I mean? Martin Luther King Jr. You know what I mean? Praises go out to his name and the great Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? In New York Times in 1960. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born yet. The advertisement described the civil rights protests in Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I mean? Eluded Dr. Martin Luther King leadership and his leadership, and criticized, various Southern officials for violating the rights of African Americans. You know what I'm saying? At that time. You know what I'm saying? The advertisement contains several, factual inaccuracy. You know what I'm saying? This was the problem they were saying. But the accuracies that I see within that document was only based on formality. You know what I'm saying? But the action were true. You know what I'm saying? So they had an argument over petty stuff, really. You know what I mean? When you really look at it. But that's how they was doing at the time, which became the basis of the suit and defamation by Montgomery police. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at a different field other than the police that will involve police and will involve all these other factions. You see? You know what I'm saying? Man? You see what I'm saying? So we have to start to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he was suing for defamation by the Montgomery Police Commissioner at that. After the jury trial that found in favor of the plaintiff, which would be Dr. Martin Luther King and the protesters, and a denial for the defendant, which would be the Montgomery police. You know what I'm saying? For denial for the defendant's motions for a new trial. You know what I'm saying? They tried to repeal, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Appeal, I'm sorry. The Supreme Court of Alabama, you know what I'm saying, sustained the holding on the appeal, stating that the First Amendment of the Constitution does not protect, you know what I'm saying, the liberous publication. You know what I'm saying? Publication. The Supreme Court, in its opinion, written by Justice William Brennan, or whatever his name is, reviewed the matter against the background of the profound national commitment to the principle that debates on public issues should be, you know what I'm saying, uninhibited, robust, and wide open. Boom. Boom. YouTube does that. They keep it wide open on YouTube, though. But when you get up there and say certain things and about certain people who've been doing garbage all across the planet for many years, you can't keep it wide open. You know what I'm saying? You see? So it includes vermins, you know what I'm saying? And costness. All kinds of, like, you know, that means like all kinds of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Really on the Montgomery, Alabama police side. And sometimes unpleasantness, sharp attacks on the government and public officials. Nothing that the advertisement at hand would qualify for, because they weren't doing that. They were being attacked. They weren't attacking them. Of course, that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Advertisement at hand would qualify for the constitutional protection of the court, considered whether is inaccuracy, considered whether its inaccuracy had fortified that the constitutional protection, you know what I'm saying, the courts in its unanimous 9-0 decision, established that the state, under such circumstance involving public figures, plaintiff, and false, and made actual malice, that is with reckless disregard, you know what I'm saying, of whether it was false or not, unpending the common law tort rule. The court placed that the burden of proof on the public figure plaintiff, stating that the plaintiff must demonstrate an actual malice with convicting clarity, which the Constitution standards demands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see, the only reason YouTube is getting away with what they're doing to people is because they seem to have it on some form of privacy. But they're still governed by the FDCC, which is they're still governed by those type of things. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And they're violating that. They're violating that, and they're messing with people's rights. You know what I'm saying? But they'll say no because it's private and we own it and you can do anything and do it and you told me to kick you but like little children. You know what I'm saying? The court argued that the common law standard would result in a rule compelling the cities of officials, the city of officials to conduct to guarantee the truth of all factual assertions and to do so on pain and libs judgment and virtually unlimited and among leads to a censorship. That is what YouTube is doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. They rule and compelling, critic of official conduct to guarantee the truth of all factual assertions and to do so on pain of libel, or whatever they call it, libel judgment, virtually unlimited in the amount leads to self-censorship. Instead of the court in place a more rigorous standard necessary to sustain and maintain of the opportunity for free political discussion. Fundamental principle of our constitution system that is established to the security of the republic. If y'all were smart, you'd put Donald Trump back in office because this is what he's trying to protect. You have a lot of black people talking a lot of stupidness, but Donald Trump is actually trying to protect something that they're trying to take away that you're going to regret when it's gone. Signing a few contracts with these Luciferian clowns ain't going to save you. Let's be clear. It's not going to save you. And when they get it all in their position, they're gonna turn their backs on you, and you're gonna run back up. The same way up is the same way down. The same people you messed around going up is the same people you're gonna be coming down, and then you're gonna be begging us to protect you. I've seen it 100 million times, so don't come with that. So I'm going to leave it right here and just drop this jewel on you and keep it right for the people because, we have a lot of people who choose to want to make sure that whatever is going on, nobody speaks on it in any shape or form all across the planet Earth. And they are all in bed together. We just hope that we need to do things to make sure that the one that seems the cleanest comes out unscathed. And move forward. We can't stay in this situation all the days of our lives. We can't stay in this situation all the days going on with this foolishness. You know what I mean? When is this going to end? You did this, you did that, and then you give us a little bit of chump change. You know what I'm saying? You took my channel because I reveal the garbage that you are doing. And you don't want nobody to have anything to say based on that garbage. You see what I'm saying? All the trickery games that you play, for well, you had to do that. And I expected you to do that. And you're probably going to do it to this one and any other one I do. Because I'm going to continue to make those reports that needs to be reported, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like it or not. My mother blessed me to do so, and I'm going to do so. You understand? So we need to come off the garbage that we're on and start to pay more close attention, because all they're doing is censoring our joint based on the truth. You know what I'm saying? Creating and not being able to show the malice and whatever they're talking about and prove anything at all. They don't have to. They could just go up there and take your joint off. That's it. Based on a bunch of other idiotic people thinking that they're doing something when they're really not. So they could spend their time doing all this garbage and focusing on you. So that must have made me a superstar and a martyr to my people, because you taking my channel down. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, YouTube. You are the man. You know what I'm saying? So, just being a little funny on it, but that's true, because it goes to show that the fire and the truth, they did the same thing to Pharaoh and so on. They don't mess with SETI too much, because SETI be talking about the real joint, but they know for well SETI be bringing that fire and that truth, and SETI could crack their back. So they ain't going to mess with the General Cyrus and SETI too tough. You know what I'm saying? Because when he come on, that brother bring the fire. That's the fire. You see, when I come on, I'm going to bring a report. I'm the sergeant at arms, nigga. John Sheriff Point Black. You know what I'm saying? So I bring the report. I go out and I do the scout. You know what I'm saying? Just like Pharaoh do. The Pharaoh got to see what's going on across the kingdom, and he got his sergeant in arms. One day me and Pharaoh should really get together, put our money together, and try to create our own podcast and channel. Because YouTube is full of doo-doo, and they need to stop. If you want to be the greatest of all time, how you going to do that? Where's the greatness? In that garbage? Some good things not. But a whole lot of bad shit too. Politically, spiritually, and racismly. I could to show you some racist shit up there that them people be talking you wouldn't believe. And I don't want you to comment. But, like I said, we got to do what we got to do. This one goes out for all the people of planet Earth, here point blank. Clear! I'm on it for you. All the way over in other countries as well. I'm watching. That's right. Don't call me right now, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me right now, motherfucker. That heat is on your ass. Oh. I'm watching. Hello? I'm watching. So, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm watching. So I will say here, Ra stay for I stay, and the mother gave me life. Ra gave us the power and the glory that bring forth the truth and the light. May the mother glory shine through I. I say Ra stay for I, not the S-O-N, but the S-U-N. Stay healthy in thy ways. This is PBNN Point Black, National News, the late edition. 1.